All right, everybody. We are live and we doing it old school. Old school. My tech guy, Xbox 448, could not be in. And lady, if you
wait, hold on. Sorry. Maya, hello. I'm sorry. Are we live?
I don't know if he knows he's muted.
Okay, Nate, you gotta get drunk. Unmute yourself.
Hey, motherfucker, he off that dust.
Bounced out real quick.
Hey, yo, bro.
yeah,
What happened?
I got
Okay, man.
standards, man.
I don't know, man. Maybe I should move my shit to Mondays,
wow.
man.
Hey, yo, I got standards, bro. I don't know what the fuck going on here,
I
man.
understand that, man.
Don't make when talking to us something. When he's old school.
I'm over here holding
Old school, old Coke.
got my teeth and shit. We're gonna break it down now, right now. Okay, anyway.
I got the Coke 45. I'm talking. It's old school.
All right,
here. The world against me, Trump in office. Then he muted himself.
Yeah, my tech guy ain't here, man. So all types of shit.
Panicking without
man.
Xbox. God,
yeah, man. I can't function without Xbox, man. You know what? That's my right hand man. You know, he couldn't be here tonight. Lady Infamous couldn't be in. And the Don, like I said earlier, was nursing some cubs out there in Utah. And so he's out there doing his thing out there. So, man, welcome to the GRG Podcast, episode 2. And we have 2 special guests to fill the void for the people that are not here. And first, we're going to start off with the man himself. He really doesn't need any introduction. That's my boy, the Zod Father.
What's going on, good people? What's going on? You got me down in the ghetto today, but what's going on? Let's make it happen.
No doubt, man. And then my other special guest, man, he'll be popping in and out, man, from time to time, man, filling in. You know, we just met not too long ago, man. I watch his videos, real cool guy. He's a true vet gamer like myself. So, you know, we're going to have a good time talking to him. E-Rock 8150. What's happening, brother?
Hey guys, this is E-Rock 8150, the Don King of Xbox, the hyper man for the Xbox brand, and the meanest man on Twitter. It's good to be here. Let's go.
No doubt.
Hype.
He's hype. He's ready. He said he's been ready. He said he's been ready. Now let's go on to one of the ladies of GRG, and that is and she was gone last week. I don't know what she was doing. But,
work hard, man. I told you what it was.
Yeah, I know.
It is what it is, though.
But I ain't gonna clown.
We can move on.
All right, yeah, because you know I had a faux pas today. You know that's okay. All right, but anyway, you know she's one of the smartest gamers I know so far, next to the Don, and you know I had to have her on the show. So man, it's my pleasure to introduce Delilah HD.
Yeah, y'all, you guys know what it is. You know the name, Delilah HD. If you're not following me, you should be. You know, it is what it is. Let's go. I'm ready.
No doubt. And man, this chump here all day. You know what I'm saying? We don't even need to give his ass no introduction. No, man.
Gosh.
This is my boy, man. It's like my little prodigy, man. He's the dude. We laugh, we talk, man. He's part of Intro Media Gaming, man, and I couldn't be more proud of young man and what he's doing in the game. So everybody give a big shout out to All Day Digital.
What's going on, everybody? I'm up in the mountains eating fried snake meat and raccoon. And I'm ready to get this show started.
Yeah, no doubt.
Let's go.
Yeah, man, we running extra late, but we ain't gonna go extra late. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to keep it popping off. And as usual, man, I know the Quest Podcast is doing their thing right now. So check those people out. Yeah, shout out to Dark Animus and to Remix and the crew out there, man. You know it's Xbox Nation all up and down. But let's get this party started, man. Okay. Woo. Man, should I start with the list wars or should I start with the Xbox? Should I start with the good news or the bad news? Which one should we go?
It don't matter, man. Just pick one.
All right, man. We're going to go with the list wars because on Twitter And on Facebook yesterday, I posted something, and it was basically just to want to ask a question. It wasn't me trying to be funny. It was basically just I wanted to get somebody to say something to start a conversation, and it became an uproar because I seen some PC. I was on Steam and I was looking and I seen some PlayStation 4 games. And I bought a couple of them, and one was Dragon Quest Heroes, and it was only $19.99. And then there was another game. It was I Am Sanuda or something like that. And there's a little RPG that's on the PlayStation 4. I don't think it can be played in the U.S. I'm not quite sure. I know Zoe 70 was complaining about it, but I seen it, and it was only like $23. So I bought it, and then I posted it up there and saying, hey, look, why should I buy a PS4 if, you know what I'm saying, if I could buy it on the PC? And I got all types of hate. So, next gen, what do you think about this? I mean, we see these lists from these PlayStation guys, and they keep throwing these games out. And we know that 90% of them 90% of the games on the list, they do not support. So, what's the point of the list? Does it make any sense?
Well, and again, you gotta look at it like this. First of all, it's for the console war that we all partake into, and willingly, unwillingly, for shits and gigs. Everyone has this list. I've been saying for the last 15 damn years that exclusives don't hold the punch that they once did. Is you look at the NPD, you're gonna see the same 10, 15, multi-plats, month after month, month after month. If you're lucky, your exclusive will rank or chart that first month. But then, it won't chart the second month. You're gonna see the same 2Ks, Madden, Grand Theft Auto, Destiny month after month. But I know it's just for bragging points, people to thump their chest. Yeah. We got this, and you guys don't have anything. Like I said, what I really find ironic is that for the last 3 years, all Sony guys really had was multi-plats. They had The Last of Us remastered and Bloodborne until Uncharted came out, but everything was about multi-plats. So that's why I really find it for. The Scorpion's not going to have any games, but so now multi-plats don't count anymore. But it is what it is, and the narrative is always going to change.
Right. And it don't make any sense. I mean, because the one point I was trying to make was saying, look, I think it's good for business that that PlayStation 4 games are moving to the PC, just for the mere fact that can generate more money for people to get sequels. And then you got to hear the excuses about first party and all of this. Delilah, where do you stand with this? Because I know you was in the battle with me, so it was going crazy.
It was a little insane today. I mean, just the amount of messages that I got regarding this, because I think people are not really looking at it the way I see it, from just being, as an Xbox supporter, and just kind of seeing how they try to throw shade at Xbox for the amount of games that's clearly on the list that we both kind of looked at and whatnot. And so when someone actually a PlayStation fanboy sent it to me, and I'm like, man, what is this? I said, half of those games are on PC. And then he was like, which ones? And so I just went in there, I started pointing out which ones, and I just, as I kept looking at the games on there, I'm like, and half these games on here are trash. Like, they just trash. So I don't understand the point of having these list wars if it's not going to be something that's going to be substantial to it, when you make your comparison to like other games that's on the other list. It's like, for instance, like this person clearly tried to throw shade with this list. You got PlayStation, Xbox, right? And then you got PlayStation with all these games listed, and on the Xbox you got like 6 games. But then they're keeping off on purpose games like Gigantic, Cobalt, Rise and Shine, Tacoma, games that are on PlayStation. Oh, I'm sorry, that are on Xbox and PC. Only on Xbox PC only, or just Xbox only, that kind of thing. So I think it was just clearly trying to throw shade. And so I called him out on it. And I'm like, look, you got Days Gone coming at 2018. You got Spider-Man PS4 with no date. You got God of War with no date. Shenmue 3. Come on, we all know that's coming in like 2019. That game is nowhere near done. Death Stranding is like 2019. So I just thought that this list was just completely throwing shade, and I just wanted to call him out on it. I mean, it just makes me sick that PlayStation can have PC titles, but then Xbox gamers, it's like a problem when we see a game that's being shared across Xbox and PC. And I just wanted to point it out. It was. I'm not trying to throw any game under the bus, anything like that. It was just me just trying to state facts.
Right, and you were, and it was like these guys, they're like cattle, and that's not only, and I do mean that in a disrespectful way, because they only met the whole day. They were just saying the same talking points over and over and over. There was no one that actually gave me any type of substance to make me feel like, oh, I need to change my mind. It was the same thing over and over and over again. So, E-Rock, what do you think about this?
Well, guys, I saw that list a couple of days ago, and I immediately made a video because it outraged me. Listen.
Hey, say that again, bro. Hey, what did you say? You did what?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Man.
I immediately made a YouTube video because it took a crumb side warrior like me to answer this nonsense. Now listen, guys. We all know who made the list. We all know who put the list out there. We're not going to say his name. So I looked at this list, and it was a bunch of games I can't pronounce without an Encyclopedia Japanica. Like Suki Bubble Beach Blast, Kuni Shin Schoolgirl. Like, I'm like, what the hell is all of this shit on this list?
Yeah, I had to notate that with like, no, because I mean, really, have you guys looked at that game? It's so porn at the back.
And you purposely left out 20 to 30 games coming out on Xbox. And you made all of these. You made a list of all of this. I'm not knocking Japanese games, guys, because I've been called a racist the last couple of weeks. But listen, some of that stuff on that list, featuring like a little Japanese boy being followed by a sword, a girl being followed by a box of tissue papers. What is this crap? Man, get this crap out of here. I'm not paying this list no attention.
Wait, I'm a little behind the 8 ball. Who made the list? What did I miss?
It's kind of like a Dance Revolution game on there, and a couple indies and a builder game.
I think Next Gen's trying to be a little messy.
I swear on the white Jesus and the black Jesus. I don't know.
Who sent the list? It's him who sent the list. Don't say it on here. Just instant message him who sent the list, and he'll understand a little bit better.
Let's just say that you've had a run-in with him yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yeah.
On the multiplayer?
Well, no, not on the multiplayer.
On Bang Bang.
On Bang Bang. Yeah. Okay. All right,
on Bang Bang. That's right.
Yeah, on Bang Bang. So yeah, it was
center stage on Bang.
The list. You know what? Look, I every time I see these lists, I crack up because, like I said, 90% of those games do not get represented. I don't see gameplay. I don't see.
People don't buy them either, man.
They don't buy them. They don't buy them. And look, they had the biggest argument in the world because I didn't have a PlayStation 4 for myself. But now since I have one, I'm seeing it. I see it. Like, I see these guys having, the multiplats rule the PlayStation 4. They rule it. Niho is a surprise. And when you start seeing PlayStation guys say, guys and girls, they talk about, oh man, Niho was so good. I didn't know. That means they're not even paying attention. They're not even doing their work. They're just looking at games and they just hear something and they go by GameSpots or whoever, and then they buy it. So man, all day. What is your take on this, brother?
Man, let me slide off this fucking mountaintop real quick, man. Check this out. Is this like a Wiz Khalifa simulator? Because this is rolling papers, bro. This list is fucking horrible. Like,
sitting that shit time.
You know what I mean? Right. Check it out. When you look at this list, you should be fucking ashamed of pumping this list up.
Yeah.
You should feel disrespected for pumping this list up. You know what I'm saying? A whack-a-mole simulator is not a game I'm looking forward to. Origami folder with dividers in the middle. It's not a game I'm looking forward to. So the games you should be pumping out, okay, if you made a list saying Days Gone, God of War, Spider-Man, Horizon Zero Dawn, Detroit, that should be on your list.
Yeah.
That other filler bullshit that someone slide through the alley for $5, nah, that shit is whack. And the thing is, to put that list out, see, PlayStation, they have no quality control when it comes to all these games coming through the pipeline. Like, there's no quality assurance. It's coming out. Oh, slide me that. I mean, this is not games that should be pushing forward to the consumer. Like, if it's there, cool. Put it on PSN, cool. Games of the week, cool. But this is nothing to brag about on a napkin. You know what I'm saying? This is not
bragging about Octodad and I Am Bread. I mean, come on.
Come on. Are you serious? These niggas they not gonna buy it.
No,
you're not. You're not waiting 2 years to play Karate Kid. You know what I'm saying? You're not waiting 2 years. You're not hyping this up. You're not checking for it. You're not looking at reviews. You're not looking at preview builds of it. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit, bro. If you have a box of donuts with a turd in the middle, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
You gonna take the box? You gonna take the box home? You gonna take the box home? You gonna take the box home? No, leave that shit where it stands. What you gonna eat around it? That's what these motherfuckers is doing.
Yeah, man. That's
they
exactly
just accepting that shit. They accepting it. I feel like somebody got a pistol to their fucking head and said, "You better play this fucking shit. I ain't playing. You better tweet this shit. Tweet this shit." Like that's what I feel like it is. Like you're being forced to like something just to say that we have more than you. And that's bullshit.
It's filler. It's all filler, no substance. Well, the games that have substance, they're coming out in 2018, 2019. I mean, I haven't seen any. Well, we'll see at E3, but I mean, hopefully we'll see more about like, you know, the game like God of War. I mean, as gamers, we're looking forward to that. It's not like we don't want to see it, but come on, man.
As a matter of fact, how about what's that game by Kojima? Death Stranding.
Death Stranding. It's 2019.
The game's not even. It's not even in development yet.
And check this out. And check this out. That game is going to be on the PC. See, you know, I love how the PlayStation fan base, they nitpick. Okay, they say, well, PlayStation 4 games is not going to go there. There's only PlayStation Now games, only PlayStation 3. So then when you show them PlayStation 4 games and they say, oh, it's third party. I mean, it's third party. It's not a first party. So then you say, okay, hey, Kojima's game is going to go to the PC. That's already been confirmed. That game is too far down the line. Okay, make up your damn mind. I don't understand why is it that you just can't accept the fact that these games are going there. And it's going to kind of lead me to the next topic, which is about PlayStation Now. And PlayStation Now is pretty much saying, screw you if you had it, if you have a subscription on your PlayStation 3 or your Sony Bravia or on your Sony Blu-ray player, whatever. Mm-hmm. It's only going to be on your PlayStation 4 and it's only going to be on the PC. So if the PC wasn't relevant, why would they still keep it on the PC? That's the thing to me. Now, okay, next gen.
Yes.
All right. The PlayStation Now, we all looked at it as being dead in the water, belly up in the first place because of the subscription. I don't think for the service. I think the service is pretty good, but for the subscription base, what do you think that PlayStation is going to go now with PlayStation Now? Are they going to still try to kill it, or are they going to, try to do something else with it? What are your thoughts on it?
What you mean, as far as them taking it off the PS3 and the Vita and stuff like that?
Yeah. What is your thoughts?
Well, I've honestly, I only place where I don't know. Maybe I see that being a viable tool to make money. But if they were to go, full fledged into the PC market, and put some of their maybe like the Uncharted or whatever you have out now, because the console, diehard console gamers or PC, it's two different markets. You know what I mean? Like you can never get a PC guy to pay to play multiplayer online. That's why Xbox Live is free on PC. And by them just offering older titles, which a lot of people can download with emulators on their PC and play on fucking ready. So, if like I said, if Sony really wants to make some money from that, maybe they can charge like, man, I don't know, would make $20 a month. Is maybe put the Uncharted or whatever they have out now that's on the PlayStation 4 in that library, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? Yeah. I won't be surprised to hear something at E3 or something like that,
Yeah. No, go ahead, Don. Go ahead.
I think that Sony probably looked at this and was probably feeling that, okay, it's not doing so well on these devices, not doing so good on PlayStation 3, but we can try to quality control it a little bit and put it on PS4 and PC. And I think that's they can't, because they still want to force it down. But this kind of tells me that PlayStation gamers shouldn't expect the PS5 anytime soon, because they want to try to make sure that PS4 PC kind of feel for PS Now is going to be intact. So I wouldn't even expect the PS5 like next year. They keep talking about, well, next year we got PS5. Do you? I mean, because if they really want to focus on putting this, on PS4 and PC only, then I think that's going to be the only real true viable option. But that's just me.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and then there's also more rumors about about how PlayStation 4 games are going to, like, the first party games are going to start coming over to the PC.
Right.
I know that a lot of PlayStation fans do not want to hear that, but I just think that's the smart solution. I mean, I think PlayStation should get an app, and just like Windows with UWP, and start selling their games out of there. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with that, because it just benefits everybody in the long run, because you know that there's going to be PC guys that's not going to go to the consoles, and that there's going to be console players that's not going to buy a PC. So it's the best of both worlds. So
I think people got to realize too that it's 1.2 billion players gamers on PC, like 1.2 billion. Who wouldn't want to type into that market? Like that's just business sense. So
yeah, I know. What do you think about this all day?
About the PlayStation now? I mean,
yeah.
I don't know, man. I when I played it, I mean, I did a trial on it, and so I remember me and my brother used to. It was pretty horrible. It's like wiping your eyes with Vaseline and trying to open them and play a game. It's pretty much dog shit. If you ever seen dog shit dried on the grass, it's pretty much the same thing. Like I played it, and I was trying to play Ultra Street Fighter 4 on there, and my God, the latency was just unbearable. So I don't give a fuck if it leaves. It's trash anyway. The PC is not going to help it because it's running off, their servers or whatever. So that's not going to help the latency. I just feel like, I mean, I think a lower price would be better. I think, what is it a month? How much is it a month?
I don't know. Only thing I know is that it for $99 you can have it for the year, which I think that is absolutely insane.
$100.
I mean,
it's $100.
That's amazing.
You still got to buy the games though, right?
Like, you can't buy the games. You can't buy them. You only
so like PS4 titles. Nah, that's not.
Yeah.
No, I'm straight off that, bro. Like, if they were like me and K Mega were talking about off the air, if they were to, if you say you put a lot of, say they have like a tally up right at the end of the month, and you play, say Hot Shots Golf, 15?
Yeah, $15 a month. That's high.
Woo-wee. But check it out. Say if you played Hot Shots Golf, 20 hours a week, right? And for the whole month, they offer you at the end of the month, they offer you a lower price on the game to own it. That'd be dope. You know what I'm saying? If you want to, if you like it so much, you can buy it and give you the option. But $15 a month, come on, man. Come on. You also just watch Netflix and act like you're playing something.
Yeah, that's
what do you get with that 15? Do you could pick any game you want to play? Like, or do you get
it's a whole catalog, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's just whatever they have in the catalog, you can play.
Right, and you can't own it, which is really stupid, which I think kills it.
You already own some of those games anyway.
And I think it maxed out after 90 days or something like that. So you can only have the game for like 90 days, and then you might have to resubscribe to it. I have no idea. I just know that they had that one crazy. They had it for like I think $2 for a day, and then I couldn't think of the middle number for maybe a couple of weeks, and then for the month it was for the couple of months it was like $40 something like that, and I'm like, that's crazy. And so then I guess that wasn't working well, so they went to this whole subscription to the $15. But if you had 450 games that was available on the PlayStation 3, it wasn't that many on the PlayStation 4. So my question is that since you canceled it, are you bringing those 450 games over to the PlayStation 4 now? That's the question.
Yeah, that's a really good question. I mean,
yeah. So I don't know. So yeah, E-Rock, what do you think about this?
Listen, guys, in 2017, I'm expecting to see PS Now appear on my Nokia flip phone. Listen, guys,
people got jokes tonight.
Listen, Yoshida needs money, man. Why do you think Suki Bubble Beach Blast made it on that list? Why do you think The Last Guardian came out as buggy as it did? Yoshida needs money. People don't want to accept the fact that this company has sold buildings. They've sold real estate. They probably over there in Osaka, Japan, selling shoes. So you're going to see PS Now appear anywhere. On your cell phone. I mean, hell, that shit might even appear on Xbox. We don't know.
That shit might appear on your internet browser, bro.
They just cut it though, but think about it though. They just discontinued it for legacy devices. So you saying pretty much going forward from this point on.
So you say fuck me. You say fuck me then.
No, I'm just equating what you just. I'm just kind of
No, I'm speaking in third person.
Well, I feel bad for the people. I just feel bad for the people that have bought it on the PlayStation 3 or maybe on their television, and they paid the subscription and now it's gone. Like really? Like, is Sony going to recoup that money? Are they going to get some kind of, refund or something?
Nope.
Yeah. No, not at all. And that's crazy to me. That is absolutely crazy. But you know what? My boy Don is real resourceful. Last week he delivered some shit to me by pigeon. Now it just appeared to me like this. I guess he got a genie. So check this out.
So if you make it pull back on the whole PlayStation Now stuff on devices like PlayStation 3, Vita, certain TVs, they're partners with Samsung, those sort of things. I think this is kind of a quality control issue they're trying to address. I think they want their streaming service to be a good service at the end of the day. And some of those devices are somewhat limited, basically just due to the sheer bandwidth that's necessary for a good stream, or a consistent stream, I should say. Sometimes the speed is a little bit of an issue. Sometimes
So yeah, thank you, Don. Unlike you, tech guy, whatever the hell you are, Xbox 448. Anyway, no, much love to my people, man. But no, it is what it is. I would like the service to do well, because I think that's where Sony is going to primarily go in the future, because I don't think they can keep up with Microsoft by making consoles. So I hope that they get it and they can use it and still work with, bring people quality games. But until then, man, right now that shit is dog shit. So let's move on to the next topic. Let's talk about some good news, which is Xbox, the best box, baby. It's changing. It's going from Monday morning to Sunday night. Now I've always said Sunday afternoon. Well, yeah. Well, for me, it's kind of like Sunday evening. But regardless, I think it's awesome. I think that it's what they needed to do, because there was a lot of people that always ask, why does Sony and Microsoft doesn't switch? Because Sony has locked down that premiere time. Like, that's the best time of all of E3. And anything good that happens with Microsoft in that morning, it gets washed away by what Sony does. And even if they have a lackluster show, that's all you hear them talk about at the end of the day. So, man, Delilah, what is it? What do you think about it? Is it positive? Is it negative? Where are you at?
I think it's pretty good. It's going to allow them to kind of put their message out there for a longer amount of time. But you're right, because when Sony goes last, they can kind of control the narrative, and people can automatically say they won because it's the last thing that most people remember. But by them moving it to Sunday, I think it'll give them more time to kind of get their message out there and let it stick a little bit. But I do think that Bethesda may disrupt it because it's on the same day, because I think Bethesda is also going to be that evening as well. So Bethesda may steal the message. Now, it could be a situation where they kind of like how you had the guys from Bethesda come on to Microsoft stage and kind of say a couple things and vice versa. So it could be some kind of like collusion between the two companies, but I don't know. I mean, I think it's overall it's positive. I like the move personally, and because I think it helped my time from when I go. It helps me. I can spread my time out a little bit. But
you got some money, shit. What? Hey, what's going on? You got some cash.
No, it's great when they're spread out, because when they have them all on the same day, it's hard to get to every press conference. So I prefer to. I'm happy actually. I'm glad that they're doing it. I mean, I know on your topics you didn't. Maybe I should let everyone else speak on this topic first, but I also want to talk a little bit about EA Play and how they're having like a separate event in Hollywood. So, but go ahead.
Oh yeah, we could definitely get into that. We can get into that. But so, okay, all day. What are you happy about this? Are you not? Do you not really care? Are you going to be Mr. Petty on this? Where are you at with the whole Xbox move from the morning to the Sunday afternoon?
It don't matter to me, man. As long as the information gets to the people And as long as it's told well and we got some, good game, they got some good games to show. It's all good with me, man. We're gonna get the information no matter what. But yeah, it doesn't really matter to me, man. It's cool. Yeah, that's it, man.
That's it. That's all you got. You ain't got no smart ass.
No, it's not.
Come on, man.
No, I'm just joking.
Oh.
No, it's cool, man. Like, Sony, what days do they usually do it?
Always Monday night.
Monday evening. Yeah.
Monday evening. Yeah.
Damn. I don't know, man. I mean, because like I said, people always remember the last thing they saw. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of like I would kind of be iffy on that. I don't know, man. That's kind of weird. I don't know if that's a good idea. Because I mean, but honestly, in the back of my mind, what can Sony show that I haven't already seen? You know what I mean? You just have PSX. What can you show me besides gameplay that's gonna, blow my socks off? You know what I'm saying? And my feet stink right now. You know what I mean? So
yeah, well, yeah.
I'm trying to.
That's really it. I'm trying to figure that out myself. I don't know what Sony can do to counteract what Microsoft is gonna do, and like I don't know, like next gen. Or do you think that
they'll figure something out? They're gonna
they definitely will figure something out next gen. Do you actually think that Microsoft might do some might do something on Sunday and then still might try to do something on Monday morning just because we don't know who's filling in for that slot? What do you think?
I don't think there's probably going to be a slot. What I'm probably maybe Sunday. Maybe maybe Microsoft may take more time. What's their normal conference? What, an hour or something?
No, it's not. It's like an hour and a half. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe we might get 2 hours.
minutes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's going to be 90 minutes.
Maybe we might get 2 hours. But when does Nintendo go? Nintendo usually go Tuesday, right?
Oh man, let's not. This is the multiplayer, bro. We ain't talking about Nintendo here. This is Nintendo Switch.
Nintendo gonna be sending fucking letters in that bitch.
Stupid.
I really don't know.
Nintendo usually goes Tuesday, right? So maybe this might, because you still got EA, Activision. I think they're still going. You know what I mean? They usually go on Sunday, but doesn't mean the smaller people usually go on Sunday, which I don't know why their games come out on the Xbox and the PlayStation. That's just taking them space, but. Maybe this conference may be a little longer. You know what I mean? But Microsoft also has their pre-show. They usually come on Monday, the smaller games. But I don't think, because I don't think we're gonna see anything on TV because they got to pay for TV time. You know what I mean? Or what it comes to the G4 channel, whatever state you live in.
But maybe been down, dude. You're talking about like Spike. I think it's Spike.
Whoever.
G4.
I don't think unless they do something on their YouTube channel or something like that. I don't think they're going to be able to get 2 TV slots. So but maybe they just want to do their own thing, have a day to themselves, and the whole Microsoft day. Maybe something like that. I just hope they knock it out the park. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. I hope the message is on point. Bro, they got to nail that.
Yeah, I'm. Are you guys nervous about? Do you feel that Microsoft can knock it out the park, or you guys are kind of reserved by it?
I'm not nervous at all. I mean, I think it's still going to be a great device. I already like what they're doing with it. So, I mean, for me, my mind's pretty much made up. I mean, just got to see the games at this point. I'm ready. It is what it is.
I think we'll see more UWP stuff too.
Oh yeah, man! I'm excited about that.
Windows.
Oh man, come on. Okay. Before I go to E-Rock, explain to me, Z, what's the problem?
Mumbling ass motherfucker. What are you, Migos?
What you saying all day?
Mumbling ass nigga.
What you say? What you say, man? I didn't hear you.
I was saying, okay, what is your problem with UWP?
It's not gonna have a problem. Here's the thing: I'm not gonna have a problem with it. And it makes dollars, it makes sense. But what at the end of at the core of that, that's not what you built your brand up off of. You know what I mean? Do you
understand what the UWP is, though? Do you understand what it is?
But the average Xbox consumer. I have a prime example.
It doesn't matter for the consumer. It's what the developers need.
No.
It's what the developers need.
It all comes down to the consumer because we spend our money.
UWP.
I know what UWP is. Trust me. I know what before you did. I know what UWP is. I have developer friends. What I'm saying is that I get that, but the average the average Xbox guy, the motherfucker eating Doritos and fucking Mountain Dew, don't care about UWP. They don't care about Windows 10. They don't care about DirectX 12. They don't care about the cloud. They just care about their games. That's it. And this generation, Microsoft messaging has been all over the world. It's been about us, Xbox and Windows 10, Win 10 fam, and then the cloud, and it's been all over the world. Just go back to what made you popular amongst the gamers, amongst your core audience is what I'm saying. All that stuff, I get it. It's a plus. I get it. It's easier and it saves developers money, but shouldn't be the focal point of your show, how it's easier for developers to comport games from here.
No, I don't think it's going to be part of the show. I was just saying that it's a benefit.
I get it. I mean, I understand. But what I'm saying is that, the people within the trenches have been there from day one. Like I Xbox to 360 to Xbox One. I don't care about play my games anywhere. Or that's not a selling point, because it hasn't been a selling. It didn't catch on. Let's be honest, it didn't really catch on. I'm gonna say this again. I think by them bringing their core IPs to, even though I don't have a problem with it, maybe it should have waited a little later. It did more harm than good. Because you see the pushback, even from the diehard, but there's no need for me to own an Xbox. And, because I can buy this, or I can buy, I can get them here. So I just think they need to go back to what made them the Xbox. That's all. That's just my opinion.
I think that ship is sailed personally, but
I agree with Delilah on that. I totally agree with you, Crap and Bot say on that aspect. And a lot of people, they feel that way, but the old guard has changed. It's over. It's just like it's the era of the multiplats. People want stuff right now. They want to be wowed by, I hate to say it, but they want to be wowed by graphics more so than great stories. And the guys that were, the guys and girls that were the true gamers that had the loudest voice, they're not the ones that has the voice right now. So they have to cater to it. But I guarantee you, when people start seeing that those UWP games can come over and be played on the Xbox One or the Xbox Scorpio, that's going to change a lot of people's perception of UWP. Now, I don't know about the whole how PC gamers are going to enjoy it, because from my understanding, they hate it. They want to mod, they want to do other things with it. But for the Xbox gamer, it will benefit them, because they'll play games if they don't ever buy a PC, will get a chance to play. So I look at it from two different perspectives. I think
most Xbox gamers care about a lot of PC games.
Okay, but look at Smite. People play the hell out of Smite, and they play the hell out of Neverwinter.
Gamers?
Yeah, they kill it.
Bro, I never heard.
You know why?
You
know why? Because it's free.
but people pay a lot of money, especially I know for Smite. Then you got Warframe and things like that. So those games are they're popular. I mean, I thought the same thing. So just think, if you get a WoW, World of Warcraft to come over from the PC to come over to the Xbox, that would be huge. I mean, it might not be huge for us, but it would be huge for
Dota 2 and all those games.
Yeah. I mean, that would be crazy. So, what do you think about this, E-Rock? So you agree?
Ladies and gentlemen, if I could be serious for just a minute, Microsoft has moved their day to Sunday. They got a day by themselves, I believe, and I think it's fantastic. For way too long, Microsoft has gone on in the morning, put on a fantastic E3, and then Sony comes on later. A Japanese dude comes out with a dog in a hula hoop, and all of a sudden everybody loses their minds. Oh my God, that was the most fantastic show ever. This time, Microsoft will have a day to themselves to show us the games, to show us Scorpio, to show us whatever Phil got planned, to show us these games he hasn't showed us yet. And I think it's fantastic that Microsoft is being aggressive and controlling the narrative instead of letting just a few hours go by and then boom, Sony comes out. Now the public at large, those gamers that Zaire just mentioned, the guys eating the corn chips and the dipsy doodles and drinking the beer, they'll have a whole 24 hours now including you disgusting, horrible, miserable Sony fans, you'll have an entire 24 hours to digest this information.
Microsoft rid of Scorpio.
The Scorpio is now the most powerful console in the world. You will have an entire night now, Sony fans, to go over your white paper that Yoshida sent you, so you can tell us that Xbox has no games and that Xbox guys don't buy no games, to tell us Xbox is burn in hell. You will have now a whole 24 hours after this E3 conference on Sunday to digest that Microsoft isn't going to just lay over anymore, that they are fighting back. K-Meg, I'm excited about it. And you should be excited too if you're an Xbox fan.
Amen. You know what I'm saying? Look, E-Rock is coming in here doing the Lord's work today. He's preaching.
That nigga just came. He just got off the bus from the NAACP.
Oh man, for real. Good.
White
E-Rock
Jesus.
is. Yes. Anyway,
He had to be in church with white Jesus on that one. The white Jesus. Chinese Jesus. Holy shot.
Oh man. hey, my boy Don, he sent me some other stuff, man. So check it out and check his point out.
So the big topic today is probably going to be the Xbox event. Moving to Sunday. What does this all mean? And people are trying to basically decipher what Microsoft is doing, because they know they have something big going on with Scorpio. At the end of the day, I've heard a lot of speculation on this subject. I'm sure we're going to hear a lot more speculation between all the different pro Xbox podcasters.
Oh, wow. Oh,
such as like next podcast at 6 p.m. Eastern time on Saturday. So definitely tune in on that if we end up talking about this. But I think the big reason is, when you want to win we talk about hardware like PlayStation 4 or the new Nintendo Switch or Microsoft, and we talk about a common term is used is winning.
He's talking so damn much, it's cutting my phone off.
There's a couple key things you have to do. First is you have to win either the media or those influencers. You have to win over the customer, be a pro customer, first type game or type company. And last but not least, you have to win over the developers. And Microsoft has made huge strides winning over developers with UWP. They made huge strides with the tools and addressing just certain issues of their design with ESRAM and DX12 and all these things that they've been doing. So they won over developers a lot. And they're continuing to win over developers as a lead platform because of UWP and how it scales across multiple devices. And technically, UWP is the biggest platform out of any ecosystem out there right now. Because we're not in hardware wars, we're in the ecosystem war. That's already happened. PlayStation did it with PS4 Pro. Microsoft did it with UWP and all the different PC devices, plus different SKUs of Xbox, including Scorpio. The customers are feeling happy because they have Play Anywhere type programs. They have 4 free games a month, even if you don't like what Games for Gold are. You have more exclusive titles of a AAA caliber. So you have a situation where they've won over the customer, and that's 2 of the major 3. And I really feel like this move to Sunday is basically Microsoft's move to win over the media. And what I mean by that is media is tricky, right? I mean, they have very little time to get everything they need to do and done for E3. And what Microsoft essentially has done is not forcing the media to go to somewhere remote location, Washington, or anything like that. They basically said, you're already going here for this news. But what we're going to do is we're going to give you a bigger time frame between when Microsoft releases their conference and when Sony releases its conference. And that is huge. That allows them to do their job. That makes it so they're more stressed. That allows them to have a more positive attitude towards what Microsoft's message is. And also allows them to, as of right now, they're probably scheduling meetings between now and Sony's conference. Now, if Sony moves up their date, guess what? Now they become the bad guy in the media's eye because they just made their job harder. It's a win-win. It's a very strategic move. I understand why they did it. We'll see if it pays off come E3.
Now, see,
Jesus Christ, that man just ejaculated a mouthful. Good
hey, that's why I love to have the Don. That's
why. Hey, why are you talking? We need to clap first.
Oh, okay, yes. My bad. Sorry. And then big shout out to the Don, my boy from the Next Podcast. That's a part of GRG. As always, I show him love, but he got that damn frog always dancing. So send your ass to Hades. But let me go ahead and make this point. I never looked at it from that standpoint that they want to try to get on the good graces of the media. You know what? I don't think that's going to be easy. I don't think that they can. I mean, they might, but after looking at Halo Wars 2, man, if you've seen these CGI little movies, they are like, I mean, I can't even tell you how dope they are. And like the game is, what I'm saying, you get other people that's giving Halo Wars 2 a fantastic rating, but then like GameSpot and others are giving it 6. I don't know how. I just don't know how. I just don't know how that can work. But it could. Having a whole 24 hours before Sony comes on, it could be positive. Does anybody else want to, have anything to say about that? About what Don was saying about media?
Oh wait, I mean. Again, I said this like last year, and I was saying that what about the indies, and I still don't believe indies belong on a big stage. And I remember Crap and Tim was like, well, Crap was like, they got to show the indies because Sony's gonna. And then you had Sony came out and showed not one empty. I think Microsoft needs to stop playing catch up, and again be the behemoth that they are. Blaze their own, like Apple. Remove the head cap. If you don't like it. Don't buy it. Like they just have to stop always reacting to what Sony does and just do what they do. And show confidence. Because always they say one thing and they backtrack something. Like just do what you're going to do. It's going to be what it is. Regardless. And I think besides the media, I think Microsoft has been their own worst enemy this generation. Just like the messaging and shot yourself. Just do what you're going to do. You have a vision, and whether you love them or hate them, they're forever pushing the industry forward. Whether you or want to get with it at the time or not, just do what you're going to do. Come out there this E3, show confidence. 4K or whatever you're going to do. Just as long as the games again look better than what's out, graphically what's already on the market, we're not going to have a problem. And that's just my opinion. Do what you're going to do. Go out there and snatch up some third-party deals. If I don't know what they can snatch up this holiday season, I think Sony probably get that on Smash because I think they're going to probably have the Star Wars or the Destiny. I know they got Call of Duty. And they got Red Dead Redemption. Those will probably be the biggest 4 games at the end of the year. So, but other than that,
Marvel vs. Capcom is coming out at the end of the year as well too, so that's going to be a huge game. So
I don't see Microsoft, investing in. Actually, I think Sony already because they already showed it on Sony's PSX. Microsoft has Killer Instinct.
And they got it first on, and they got Marvel vs. Capcom 3 first on PlayStation during the PSX experience.
Yeah, so they got to deal with that already.
Which and I do agree. Microsoft does need to start getting more deals. At first, I used to not be on board with what you were saying, but it made a lot of sense after seeing the advertisements from Sony and how they were. That's just resonating with a lot of people, and so for what the Don was saying it made a lot of sense. He was preaching, and I hope it works. I hope it works to give that much time for the media to actually say some positive things instead of nitpick everything. But I think that's also going to go right back to them, and and they're going to start nitpicking after so long, unless Ubisoft comes with another trash ass conference or Nintendo bombs.
You know what? Here's the thing, K-Maker. They're going to pop shit regardless, no matter what Microsoft does. Microsoft will come out there and give motherfuckers a cure for cancer and AIDS. They can say they released the shit 10 years ago. It's always going to be something. You know what I mean? That's why I'm saying they have to get back to their core. You know what I mean? Because we're going to go out and buy and let us set the breath. Long as your core audience or your fans, your team are happy people, they're going to go out there. See, here's the thing. People that are the most vocal are complaining, they're not going to buy the goddamn console anyway. They're always going to find something wrong with it. You know what I mean? So don't worry. You don't worry. Get back to, like I said, what made you hot and who has. Like I remember, like I said, I spoke to Phil, and I said I've been with you guys since 01. I've been on Xbox, and I was a beta tester since 02. You know what I mean? And I said back, even though I'll give you an example. The PlayStation 2 was kicking the Xbox ass back in the 6th generation, right? But again, I had faith, or even like Steve Ballmer or whoever was in charge, was Ballmer or Bill and Ballmer. They had faith in the product, and as me as a consumer, I had faith in the product. No matter how bad we were losing, you know what I mean? I had faith in the product. And it's crazy when I said this. It was like maybe a couple months ago, and I think it was right after maybe Fable got canceled. Something else got canceled. That was was it? What else got canceled by Microsoft? What Microsoft just canceled?
Scalebound.
Okay. But anyway, it might have been after Fable, and then maybe I said it after Scalebound. I don't remember. And I said just going back from what the Xbox was, you know what I mean? And you look at all the, I'm not talking about niche titles. I'm talking about, today we would say AAA, all the different genres of games that they have. And this to be, all of it. And again, I understand they have other exclusives, okay? But we're guaranteed to get a sequel to Halo. We're guaranteed to get a sequel to Gears. And we're guaranteed to get a sequel to Forza. You know what I mean? And that's it. You know what I mean? Everything, rest of the thing, whether Sunset Overdrive, Quantum Break, Rise, they just throwing shit at the wall to see if it sticks. You know what I mean? And again, Halo 1, even though it was big, it didn't become the Halo that everyone was jumping and screaming about until Halo 2. And then Halo 3, you understand what I'm saying? So again, I say that to see this, Microsoft had to get back. And I understand that this is business and things change. And, what was good for the 6th generation may not be good for the 7th generation or to the 8th generation. Things change every generation. But you still don't change, not saying you do have to evolve with time and with business. You're not going to be like Nintendo. But you have to, again, still cater to your core.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That made you who you are, you know what I mean? That made the Xbox brand this hip, cool product, you know what I mean? It wasn't on the back of Windows and Windows 10, and it wasn't that, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, so like I said, my thing is just go out there and do what you're gonna do, you know what I mean? And if you have this vision or whatever it is, but don't forget again the people that got you there. You understand what I'm saying? It wasn't those whiny PC guys over there, and you worry about what they're saying in the Windows 10. That wasn't what got you here. You know what I mean? At the end, it's not about me caring about who gets to play. I can give a rat's ass about that because some of the, all of the rich Xbox games were on PC. You understand what I'm saying? And again, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Basically, right. You know what I mean? So
I gotta agree. I mean, I agree to a lot of what you were saying. To get back to the core. If that's one thing that's PlayStation's been solid in this generation, is that they have stayed to the core. They have been even keel. They've been arrogant at times. I mean, when they come and they tell you that they're going to have a sparse lineup, and you still have the Sony brethren go out and still represent as hard as they do. It's arrogance. It's absolute arrogance. I mean, if Killer Phil came out and said that, it would be a wrap. I mean, that people would want his head on a platter. So, they do need to get back to that, and they definitely need to get into the mode of wanting to. They've done it a lot this generation. I'm not knocking that at all. They have came out with new IPs that we have never seen before, like Rise and Sunset Overdrive. But this is the thing that bothers me is that they come out and is something that you said on BGST and on Multiplayer Z, is that they don't advertise. They don't promote those games enough. And Quantum Break was so damn good. It was great. And it killed it. Two things killed it. And that was one, because of the delay. And two was because they didn't advertise it. And the game that took its place was The Division. Everything. Remember, The Division came out shortly after that, or maybe before. I can't remember. Mm-hmm. And I think it was before. And The Division had advertisement. It just blew up. And normally games don't sell that well in the month of March. So, yeah, they have to advertise. They need to get some deals, and they need to have that killer instinct. So hopefully, with the Project Scorpio on the horizon, that they're ready to do that. I really hope so.
Do you know what's missed, guys? I'm gonna make this quick. You know what's missed? I had this discussion last year. What's missed by me is I love the new Microsoft. I love the console. I love what they're doing. I love the direction, and I've learned to love Phil. You guys know, I maybe you don't know, I called him out last year and said maybe he's not aggressive enough to be the boss of Xbox. And he made a liar out of me last year at E3. I think he's going to make a liar out of everybody again at this E3. But I think from what I just heard from Next Gen 720, what I'm hearing from you, and what I've heard from a lot of diehard Xbox fans, the core Xbox fans, not these casual jokers that just came aboard with the 360. I'm talking about us cats that was there in 2002 with the OG Xbox, okay? I think what's missing is that, not that arrogance, but that Xbox swagger that was there when Steve Ballmer and Don Matrick was there. I know you all hate Don Matrick, but Xbox 360,
no, not next gen. Hey, man, come on, wait a minute.
Those guys, they were not afraid to cancel games or buy games. Okay, we're canceling 6 games. We're going to buy 20 more. They had this arrogance and this swagger about them.
Okay, all day. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. You know what? When E-Rock came to me, we was chatting and everything. I had no idea that he was a supporter of Don Matrick. Let me. Crazy.
I'm telling you, man. Hey, bro. I'm coming from the times when Xbox was great, bro. This when America was great again. This is shit Trump was talking about.
Next gen. I'm sorry. Next gen. You remember how aggressive Microsoft was back then?
You know why, E-Rock? Is because, again, they believed in their product. They got behind their product. They put the dollar behind their product. You know what I mean? And again, I understand things change a bit, but again, Microsoft. You saw I gave you an example. Like people, I don't know if they suffer from me.
Next gen.
Yeah.
Don't you feel like Microsoft has a lot of distractions?
As far as what?
Just business wise, when it comes to Windows. I mean, you got the studio, Surface.
You know why?
Everything bringing this other software.
Do you know why? Here's the thing, and I'm gonna say this again. And I said this before, and I then got stoned. Maybe because I'm black or whatever. I would rather Microsoft spin off the Xbox division and let them stand on their own to make decisions for themselves. You know what I mean? Now you got my man with the Latin rug and shit, with the genie in the lamp. What's his name? The dollar. You got that motherfucker, right? And he's a service guy, and I get it, or whatever. And maybe they don't have the same marketing as bill as they use, but we're talking about the Xbox, which is worth about $24 billion, maybe a little more, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I mean? And it's not like they're and I will give Microsoft, they are great when it comes to business. This is what they do. But I'm just coming from where I came from, and even though even the PlayStation is beating the Xbox right now, right? But it was worse than that with the PS2 compared to the Xbox.
Yeah,
worse, way worse, 3 times worse. But again, as an Xbox fan, I felt, I'm going to get my head. Bro, listen, I was naming some of the goddamn games that went on the OG Xbox. Microsoft owns a lot of fucking IPs. Like, they're just, I don't know what they're doing with them, Midtown Madness and, all types of stuff they had, on the OG Xbox.
Blinks the Time Sweeper, damn it.
Oh, they had everything. They had every damn thing. You know what I mean?
They canceled a lot of damn games, though, as well. There was a lot of games that had potential to come over and be big-time exclusives for Xbox this generation. If Donnie D didn't,
I get you like this. I'll get you like this. What games has Phil gave us? What you think about that? What games?
We'll see this year. I mean, that's just it. We'll see this year.
We've been up for years. Everything you guys, I heard you talk about Sunset. I heard you guys talk about Quantum Break.
That was Matcher.
That was Matcher.
But Matcher gave the Xbox division $1 billion to spend on games. $1 billion. So everything that you guys have been happy about delivering, that all came from Don Matrick.
We know. I mean,
but you gotta give Phil a chance. Go ahead, Delilah. I know you've been quiet.
No, it's cool. It's cool. I was just saying, pretty much, like, I agree with what you're saying. We all know that those games are from Matrick, and so this E3. That's why I'm excited about this, because I remember him saying, I believe it was like right before he took the helm, that they're not going to talk about games that's coming. They don't want to be able to. They don't want to announce a game and then it comes out 2 and 3 years later. So I got a feeling they're kind of keeping things close to the vest, and so this E3 is going to be where they kind of spill the beans a little bit. So that's why I'm very excited about this year's E3, because it will be Phil's like legit E3.
Well, let me ask you a question.
I think that's one reason why he's
at the same time, you got to realize that Sony and Microsoft, they're two different companies. They're gonna handle things differently. We might not agree with either or, but they're both fucking different. So what? He likes
I don't have a problem.
One has money and the other one,
fine, whatever. But here's the thing. You know what, that's the thing, right? And that's why I find ironic that Microsoft can fucking swallow Sony and not miss a step, right? We all get this. But how are they outspending you when it comes to gaming, marketing, advertising? But
because Microsoft still has that little negative shroud cloud over them all the time. People always underestimate everything they do. They question every decision they make.
Delilah, you can buy your way out of that. Spend that money, Microsoft.
Well, okay, look, this is you gotta look at, I've said this many times.
You could like if you think about Microsoft back in the 90s. Yeah, come on, man. It was it's that cloud is still over them to this day. People hate to admit that, but that's true. You can see it in the media. You see it on websites like Verge.
Let me ask you a question. Was that cloud there during the 360 era? No.
Red Ring of Death? Yeah.
No.
It wasn't. Listen, the 360 survived the Red Ring of Death. Let's be real.
It did.
It became the market leader.
It did because of support. Because of the support system was very good.
Banning sat there and paid. We're not banning.
He put another $1 billion up just to make sure that the railroad.
Just to make sure everybody got their money. Got their.
Okay, not a problem. Well, this is the question. I hear this coming from. I'm gonna shut the hell up and let you just show. I hear a lot of time of Xbox fans say, "Well, Sony's showing games 3 years in advance." I don't have a problem when what happens. If I see that Microsoft is working on, just say Fable 18, and it's not slated to come out 2018, it gets us excited and it gets us talking about it. And what you should do, this is free advertisement.
Right.
We know this was on the way. I don't have a problem knowing about what's coming out 3 years from now.
He's not going to do that. You know that.
Wow.
He's not going to do that.
What I don't understand is this.
Well, 2018, 2 years. 2 years in ahead. Look, Sony does that, and it makes this fan base look like idiots because they talk about these games, and then look, because of Scalebound. Scalebound is the perfect reason why. That's a perfect example. Scalebound was supposed to come out, and everybody was excited. I was excited as shit for it. And the problem happened that they can't be. It was
delays and canceling different things. Delaying the game and canceling the game.
That game was presented to us 3 years ago. Yeah. And we took the hit from Sony fans because we were talking about Persona, but then they were talking about Scalebound, and they were talking about Crackdown, and they were talking about Cuphead, and it was absolutely right.
Like this, okay? But I'm gonna get you straight. Don't change it. You look like this. So, all right, real shit here. So again, if they showed the game a year before it came out, they still canceled the motherfucker. So again, I would rather have a game that's delayed than canceled any day of the week. I don't have a problem with that.
As gamers, we agree with you, though. I mean,
we agree with that, but we don't. But I don't agree that you talk about a game that's 3 to 4 to 5 years down the line. That's an excuse.
5 years down the line. It might say 5 years down the. Come on now.
How long has it been? How long has it been since Persona 5 has come to the U.S.? How long has it been?
It's not already in Japan.
Okay, but I'm talking about the U.S. market. How long has it been?
I don't know. I'm not a Persona, but the game is out.
It's going close to 4 years. I mean, they showed that game at launch.
The PS4 hasn't been out 4 years. 3 years on the market.
I said going close to 4 years.
The game came out last holiday season in Japan.
But it's still. I'm talking about to the U.S. market. Let's just talk.
But they don't actually. They don't need it right now because they got Neo and what else they're hyping. So it's probably going to use it to fill one of those blank spots where they don't have anything.
Niho was a surprise, and Horizon Zero Dawn.
I don't care for those type of games. It's just business. It's just business 101. They don't need the Gravity Rush, just that and the other, all in within the same month. So the month when they don't have nothing, or whatever, or if you really want to just make a Japanese account and download it from the store digitally, it's region free. You know what I mean? If you really want it, but they probably release it here stateside when they have a month when they don't have anything to come out.
Why doesn't Phil get credit for like Matrix, my Xbox division, when he was there the whole time as well? Like that always seems to puzzle me. Like he was back there making those decisions also. Like he was at a Microsoft game.
Well, I think that goes both ways, line, because people, Matrix gets blamed for a lot of things, right? Like, I'll give you an example, right? And not to say anyone's name, I won't do that. But I know people, within Lionel Hit Studios, right? And again, people say,
those crackheads.
Lionel Hit Studios. They said Lionel Hit Studios. We didn't want that, right? This was people were saying. We didn't want this open world Fable. That's not Fable, right? Check it out. It's not Fable. But guess what? Phil Job was. Phil Job took that out here to Donnie D. Got Donnie D to write the check. Bam. They started this game. They wanted to make a Fable 4, but this was Microsoft thing.
Man, we all read the article. We know this, man.
Okay, so again,
I don't know it.
So to say that again, the way those games are set up, you're supposed to get to a certain, it's like a racer. You're in an arcade, you get to a certain checkpoint, boom, you get more time. And the way it's up, to get to a certain checkpoint, you get more money, but they spent so much time again because they didn't want to do the PC thing. They didn't want to do because for cheating, and they never, that wasn't what they wanted to do. Again, the core wanted to work on Fable 4, but this is what the higher ups wanted: a Fable, open world. They call them whales. People can spend money, like you were just talking about these mics, and and again, this is not something that they want. So again, when they canceled, pulled the plug on, again, that was horrible. And I don't care about them canceling the game. It was. Yeah, but you don't fucking close Lionhead Studios. That's like Sony closing Naughty Dog. Like that's huge.
No, it's not even the same realm. I know you love Fable, but Lionhead Studios, and they've been a thorn in Microsoft's side ever since
we have a
new.
When this
you look at their track record compared to Rare track record, who have sold more games? What the fuck has Rare done? And they've been since the OG Xbox.
Here you go about Rare. Look,
are you serious?
Rare. Okay, you know what your boy Donnie Mac did? You know what your boy Donnie Mac did? He put Rare in a position to only do
Connect games.
He didn't let him utilize their skills. Phil is got them back. Look,
once again,
you're gonna see it. You're gonna see it.
Donnie didn't. All Donnie did was write the checks. It was Phil. Phil was the head of that shit then. Again, so I say that to say this. I'm talking real shit here. I could throw a lot of people on the bus, but I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna be nice here.
I
will say this. Donnie was never in office. Donnie was vacation skiing, but Donnie wrote the check. Donnie bought the advertisement. Donnie made Xbox Live very profitable. That's what Donnie did. Donnie wasn't mad about the numbers. That was his business.
Can we get Don back? Because damn, that was a check right now.
Hey, check this out though. on some G shit though. Every time Peter Molyneux forgot his toupee and got on stage,
Lionhead Studios,
and he talked about Fable 3. You can now fight. You can hold hands. You can have your own house. You can have a wife.
It lost.
You can have children.
It lost its way.
What the fuck am I playing?
Yeah, like this is
every year. It was some
every year. I do this shit all day, every day. I can fart right now. I want to just
bro, like
experience.
All right. Listen, I like Fable. I like Fable. That's the question though.
Me too.
I'm gonna lose that.
Fable 1, yes.
Listen, compare
Fable
that.
2.
I give you that. If you didn't like them, I didn't care for Fable 2, Fable 3, and Fable 1. I love, right?
I like Fable 1 and Fable 2. I didn't like Fable 3.
Fable 2 was dogs, especially the multiplayer. But you compare their track with their portfolio to what Rare has done since they've been with the Xbox. Crickets. Rare about the Ghoulies?
Oh no! Hold on! Wait a minute! Look! There's rumors that Fable is going to be coming. There's going to be a.
Wait, listen, I'm gonna get you again. This white Jesus, this black Jesus, this is going to be Chinese Jesus.
Oh hell no! Look, you're not bringing the bullshit propaganda on to the GRG. We gonna mic you. We gonna mute your ass. You know what I'm saying? This you gonna talk that garbage.
Man, I should not tell a lie on Friday, man. Listen, man. Listen, I can't damage you control on Fridays, bro. You can get me Sunday through Thursday. Friday, you get the truth.
That's why I needed you on, brother, because that's
I didn't get the truth.
I needed the motherfucking truth, but you know what? That's the alternative truth.
He said, "Holy shit!"
Hey, and then when they had a black,
I got a question for you guys.
why the only black character in Fable was blind?
Yeah, man. I'm trying to tell you, man.
Okay, what's up, Delilah? What you got a question for us? What's up, Delilah?
Hold on. Let me.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah. What's up?
Okay, so
let me get my alternate character. I'm listening to you, baby.
oh my God.
What do you be shadows? What do you mean?
Nah, y'all about to get that work today. Y'all about to get that work today, man.
Oh, here we go.
He just did a back. Hey, lucky his camera's off. He just did a back.
You about to get that work today. The truth said, "Holy shit!"
Oh,
So my question is this: like, PlayStation's already kind of showed their hand on pretty much the games that they're going to be bringing out in the next couple of years.
Okay.
So in my opinion, their E3 is going to be pretty much predictable. Like, we know they're going to show more gameplay and pretty much each game that they've already announced, like your God of Wars, your Spider-Mans, etc. So what do you think Microsoft is going to do? You think they're going to bring back one of these IPs because they refuse to sell the Fable IP. So do you think we can possibly see that at E3 this year?
I hope so. That would be huge. That would be huge for me. Around.
Y'all do know that
for Fable remake. It might be there.
Not the first. They never get the Fable 1 remaster. That was on the 360. So I mean, they can. I don't expect to see a Fable 1 remaster. They already did that at the start of the Xbox One generation.
They already made like a remake.
Yeah. So I mean, that right there will be good for the morale of the Xbox core.
So out of the IPs that Microsoft already owned, then which one? Like, for me, like, personally, just kind of answer my own question, it would be Crimson Skies. Like, I think that needs to be
old school.
Because right now, we don't have anything like that on the platform, like a flyer kind of, you can get out the plane and do that. That joint was awesome.
But we're going to get Ace Combat, though. So
you said what?
We're going to get Ace Combat. That's
Ace Combat, man. Okay, yes, I know we get that, but you can't get out. You can't get out the plane, can you?
No.
You can't do an adventure out the plane. You can't get out the plane and rescue people.
What would be dope though? They can bring back though. You know what? And some of the finally get to see a Battletoads game. That'd be hot. But some of the older games, Kung Fu Chaos, like the little, and making like $20 titles. Or
quote me now.
Making like $20.
Quote me now.
Okay,
if they bring back Fusion Frenzy.
Man, come on! Y'all want these party games? I mean, come on!
No. I said, check it out. If they bring that back, Max's Xbox getting thrown out the fucking window.
You can guarantee that. Example, like some of the older, and make them like $20 arcade titles.
I'm talking about games like AAA potential. I don't
know in this climate with Christmas Sky, unless they're gonna really double down. Will that be a AAA?
I'm talking like a Joanna Dark, come on, like.
No, that's also.
What about a Togi? What about a Togi?
Oh, Togi was hot. Sega owns that though. That's Sega.
I know what I'm saying. At Rent Rise and Microsoft had a couple joints. Bruce Lee, the Quest. Shit, give me Bruce Lee. Give me Buffy the Vampire Slayer. What the fuck y'all talking about, bro?
No.
Buffy?
What?
Come on,
Buffy.
man.
Shit, Buffy the Vampire. Y'all must have never played Buffy the Vampire. That shit was
I never played it, but I have nobody's gonna buy that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying that shit was hot. Bruce Lee was hot.
Okay,
y'all can't even name for me. Okay, Splinter Cell. There we go.
Splinter Cell.
But we got Forza, and Forza added the pretty much a kudos system too.
Now they could do a spin-off. Now, see, the next gen they could do a spin-off to kind of make it like a Midnight Club dub edition of.
You know what? I say Future Friends. I'm sorry. I say Project they had the motorcycles and stuff like that. But even Horizon. It's like a little, but Project Gotham was like really like that was ill, like that shit was hot.
Yeah, it was kind of like Midnight Club.
PGR 4 was sick.
Yeah, PGR was pretty dope.
PGR 4 was dope.
I would say I know if you want to give the Forza franchise a break for a year, come back, give him and slap him in the head with a Project Gotham. You know what I mean? That'd be hot.
Or do or do another spinoff like you got Forza. Motorsports, you got Forza Horizon, and then you get Forza.
No.
I'm not tired of Forzas though, man. Like
I want Forza. Look, this is my dream game. I want Forza with police, man. Police multiplayer, man.
You want to be a
cop?
I'm a thug.
I I like the cycle they got right now with the Forza Horizon and Motorsport, like alternating years. I think that is pretty dope. You need to keep that. Like for me, like I said, for me, it's Perfect Dark and Crimson Skies. I think those two can be like huge AAA potential games. When you look at their portfolio, I mean, I think that those two games fit.
I would like to see fit, but I would do. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying I would like to see them with the Perfect Dark. To make it a third person action.
Third person, definitely third person.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Make it an action adventure.
Something.
Mass Effect Andromeda.
Brute Force. Brute Force. Yes, Brute Force.
Oh, I love Brute Force.
You know, that would be hot. But
and guess what? And then the Toad character will be a character from Battletoads. It'd be like Rash, whatever. So, you know
he was a lizard. That'd
be dope.
Wherever
the fuck he was.
Hey, we go check his sugar, bro. Yeah, check this shit.
Hey, check it out. Shut up before I cut your foot off, man.
I see someone in the chat talking about some Mecha Salt. I think Mecha Salt would be good too.
Yeah, that would be cool.
This nigga Nick Jen over there eating dry oatmeal. Get out of here, man.
All right, so we got 9 minutes left because we're gonna wrap this up here pretty soon. So
we ain't wrapping shit up, man. It's going to midnight. Pot.
Man, I got the power of the button. Your ass can go until midnight.
K-Mega, we forgot to mention a topic though, bro.
Oh no, I was gonna mention the topic. That's what I said. We only got like 9 minutes. Yeah. Break it down.
You show. You got it.
I got it. I mean, I might not have the technical aspects of it, but I
You would think that a 5-minute podcast on this stuff with Mike Music, he's made it cutting up.
Hey, shout out to the viewers, man. Thank you guys so much for supporting 74.
Hit that like button.
Hit that like button. Sub to everybody that's on here except for Zaire's punk ass. We're gonna sit here and but no, okay. Last one. Okay. The PlayStation Pro Enhanced mode, which is the boost mode, the beast mode, as they said. They had it was this article that said that Bloodborne boost mode only increased by 1 frame per second. Man, Delilah, I know you ready. You've been itching for this. Where are you at on this, man? What is up with
I wouldn't necessarily say that I was itching for this, but I would say that I just think that whole boost mode thing was just, more media stuff and kind of marketing for Sony. Like, look, we're gonna market this up as something great. It's gonna be another selling point for PlayStation Pro. It is what it is. That's all it is, I think.
E-Rock, where are you at, man? Where are you at on this?
This is so crazy. I mean, I have to agree with Delilah. I mean, it was something that was already in the Xbox One S. I think the Xbox One S has greatly increased frame rates on several games that were on
10% increase.
Yeah, they were already on the original Ghetto Xbox One. So it's like, boost mode, beast mode.
Shit.
What are they going? What is the media going to think up next to put this console over? Give me a break. I mean, there's already stories coming out now that the console is bottlenecked, even with this beast mode or boost mode or Super Saiyan mode. Get this bullshit out of here, man. I can't take it.
Yeah, all day, man. What do you think about this, man?
Hey, man. Hey, boost mode reminds me of a Razor scooter with one wheel. That shit's sparking. Hey. Telling you right down the block, nigga. Hey, here's your extra wheel so you can. I mean, bro, this shit is an excuse. It's a marketing ploy. Like, bro, this shit, like, I mean, it's cool. It has it or whatever, but it's nothing to brag about. It's nothing to boast up. It's nothing to take screenshots of and post on Twitter. This is
1 frame.
You have a lock, huh?
Kind of crazy. I said it's 1 frame, like 1 frame per second.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's gonna keep the game stable how the developer intended. It's gonna be a lock 30 way it was intended to be. I understand that.
It was Bloodborne,
can that be done with a patch?
Bloodborne, it was old. Yeah, I mean, it was Bloodborne. That's inexcusable. I can understand if this was like a recent game, but this was Bloodborne, an older game.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Like, I'm not. Look. I would like to
instead of them focus on boost mode and canceling taking features away from the PlayStation ecosystem like PlayStation Now, they can easily make a killing in their infrastructure if they just charge you $9.99 to change your gamer tag. Mic drop.
Boom.
They can easily. Dude, how much? Do you know how many motherfuckers out there with crazy names that they pray to Jesus every night. They can change.
I see a name right now that I'm going to change myself to. Hey, shout out to Rain84, man. Come holler at us tonight, man.
Holler at us, man.
The Black Donatello. Thank you, brother. That's going to be my new. That adds to the illustrious names that I have. I have L Mega. I have K Frog. I have the K Mega Cornflake. That's my favorite. That's
like, bro. There was a person that called into another. There was a person that called into a show on YouTube on a podcast, and he said he ran across a really terrible gamer tag, and it just made me like think like this dude's gamer tag was all this come.
Oh wow!
And I'm like,
dang.
You don't think like he would want to change his name? Like maybe he did that when he was immature, and people grow up and they become adults and they figure they were idiots at that time, and that's just a huge market for revenue for Sony.
Sony's like, nope, you're stuck with it. All this come, you're stuck with it.
Literally stuck with it.
And the sad thing about it is that, you know, I think I'm going to get a lot of heat for this because, you know, of course, I've had it changed, and it was only because of a special circumstance. And, you know, of course, I know a lot of people don't believe that, but it happened during the 2010 hacking. And that, you know what I'm saying, I had to get a lawyer and all that stuff. And really from what the Don told me and from what Jay Centuries and Dealer told me, that it really didn't get changed like I'm thinking it did. They just ported over my stuff to another account that I can make. You know, so instead of it just like actually I kept it and then I changed the name. So however the case may be, it happened. And of course, you know, a lot of people don't believe that, but it is what it is. But yeah, it you know, it's just like when I'm on the PlayStation 4 and I'm looking like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? I should be able to do this at least one time. Xbox at least give you one time to do this. So, you know, charge it $9.99. Hell, I bet if they even charge $15.99, people will still do it because they still got to go back to think about names that, you know, they might have a name of an ex lover that they might have or some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? And they got to go back and they got to keep looking at their trash. No, man. So yeah, that's one thing they definitely need to do. But instead of them always trying to do some slick shit, what they need to do is invest into more big time IPs. Bring back some of those old games that they've had. If not, bring out some more big time new IPs instead of these filler games that they're doing instead of always doing this. Well, hold on. We got 3 more minutes. I was looking at this was a new story that came on right before we did the podcast, and that was about that handheld that PlayStation is trying to work on. Do anybody read about that?
Yeah, I saw when you put the notes up. I saw it. The Sony found a patent for a handheld. Yeah,
and they're trying to mimic the Switch. No lie.
They're the kings of copy, man. They copy everybody.
No lie. It's absolutely insane.
It's the Wii.
I hope this is the move that finally breaks them financially. This is
why are they still trying to do trying to mess around in the handheld market?
That's Nintendo's twist.
Yeah, that's Nintendo's thing, man. Nobody can touch Nintendo when it comes to the handheld market. So, next gen, are you still there? Oh, next gen went away.
He bounced out.
The Sony fans boxed him. He's done.
Dry oatmeal.
His ass went to Hades.
So
anyway, but yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know how to think about this. Why do they keep on investing monies into these gimmicks instead of worrying about bringing games? They're
looking for the next thing now, though, because PSVR that's not doing so hot, So I guess they're looking for the next thing. You got to keep innovating. I mean, they're not really copying at this point. I don't know if they're innovating, but
I can hear the Sony fans in the comments. They say, "What do you mean we ain't got games, bro? We got Neo, we got Bubble Pop 10. What do you mean we ain't got games?"
Hey, what about Sony coming out with a Switch, quote unquote, like device?
That's what we talk about, though.
Well, that's it.
Oh, shit. Never mind.
It's when you start messing it up and people start just bailing out. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, give it up to my boy Next Gen, though, man. I appreciate him coming, my brother from BGST.
Indeed.
Yeah. So, and E-Rock, thank you so much for coming on, man, and helping out the show, man. You was rocking it out. So, what we're going to do is going to do outros. So, we're going to start off with the guest, which is E-Rock. Go ahead and tell us all about your information, man. Give us those papers.
Hey, guys, it's E-Rock 8150, the Don King of Xbox, the hype man for the Xbox brand. Like the channel, rate, and subscribe, and check me out on Twitter at E-Rock 8150 on Twitter. Bye-bye.
All right, now. Good job, man. Yeah, definitely check out E-Rock, man. He be cracking me up, man. He even throws out in his intros, his videos, is the old Xbox, the original OG Xbox little logo or how the intro, how it all starts off is pretty cool, man. So yeah, check out my boy E-Rock. Delilah HD, what's happening, man? You finally made it.
That's my at Twitter name, Delilah_HB. Y'all know what it is. I do giveaways every other month. This month I'm doing Xbox One gift card and probably do a copy of a game or something of your choice. So
I need some of that Delilah money. Jesus Christ!
I know.
Is that it? That was short.
I told you, short and sweet. Delilah_HD. Follow me on Twitter. I also have a YouTube channel, but it's I really don't keep up to date, so it's kind of useless to follow me there. Real talk. But definitely follow me on Twitter, Delilah_HD.
All right. So now we're just gonna go ahead and cut it off because all day don't have anything.
Check this out. Chill.
Man, hey, man, go ahead and tell everybody about yourself. All Day Digital.
This is All Day Digital, man, with the plan, with a can of spam. Follow me at Twitter at Video Theory. Catch me on YouTube, All Day Digital. And my snake meat is done. My grass is cut. And my raccoon meat is on the skewer. I'm out.
Anybody that said that they cooking raccoon meat and they ever see, look, I can believe it. With that beard that All Day has, man, he be hiding all types of shit. Hey, man, shout out to Lady Infamous out there playing the
girl. I wish she could have made it.
Yeah, man, for real. She killed it last week, man. She was rocking out, man. And yeah, but right now she's doing the pants off dance off. So have a good time with that. And my boy Xbox 448, man, my tech guy. Damn it, you know what I'm saying? Come on, tech guy. I'm gonna be cussing his ass out on the next podcast. Check that out. So anyway, yeah.
Hey, shout out to Zonix in the chat, man.
Yeah,
Thanks for tuning out with us, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to all the people that came in, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm still new to this, and the crew is still new, and we're still trying to fill each other out. So hopefully we'll get the whole crew together and we'll be doing it. But yeah, man, it's been fun doing it so far. So everybody, it's much appreciated for the love, man. And so yeah, GRG game night will be starting at. I'm gonna start a little bit later because I'm about to eat my Chinese food, man, and then after that it's gonna go through me like a goose. So let's go start at about 10:30 Central Time. So I don't know about that East Coast West Coast time. So whatever the case, whatever it is, we'll have it. Oh, and also
K Mega time.
Yeah, it's K Mega time. So when you just see me playing Battlefield 1, this is all K Mega time. When you see me on Battlefield 1, hop on in. I know my boy Mankind 666 will definitely be in there. That's my road dog right there. And I would like if you guys play Battlefield 1 on the Xbox One, man, go to the GRG Podcast server and start loading it up because I'm trying to get that. Man, I'm just paying it for nothing. It's just dormant. So if you guys are interested in go ahead and check that out. And I will see you on the next podcast and on BGST Sunday. Man, everybody have a good Friday night. Peace.
Yeah,